Hi guys, and welcome to the Aging Games. Today I'm going to talk to you about scars and what's the fastest way to get rid of them. Now, I had surgery on my eyes and my eyelids. You may have seen my video previously about this. And so I've tried many different methods for getting rid of the scars quickly. And I just wanted to share some of these methods with you and how effective they are and how quickly they can work and some of the things you can try at home and other things you might need to go to a clinic to do. Now, I just wanted to show you my scars. I had the surgery in July. So it's now April. It's been quite a few months. It's coming up to a year soon. But I mean, you can hardly see them. They're very faint. I've done several different things for them. The first thing is castor oil, which works really well for scars. Castor oil has fatty acids that penetrate deep into the scar tissue, and it encourages growth of healthy tissue. So it really encourages your skin to regenerate more quickly. I've done a video about castor oil before, and it's really great for hair growth. It's really good for acne scars, for all kinds of different things, but it's also very effective for surgical scars. So this is something that you can have at home. It's good to have at home because it has so many different uses, but it's definitely something natural that you can try for your scars. Now, the second thing I wanted to mention are silicone sheets. Sorry, I've got some cheat sheets here. I don't want to forget anything important. So silicone sheets, and you can also buy silicone gel. And what this does is the silicone will reduce the redness, the itching, the discomfort, and it'll soften the scars. This can be used for old scars and also for new scars. So for old scars, you would use them for a longer period, but for new scars, it's very effective and it gives you immediate relief. They're not cheap. I was very surprised how expensive they are. Even though it's a thin sheet, it might be a little bit, it would be very difficult to wear on the eye, so I didn't actually use them, but I did buy them just to see what they're like. On the body, I could actually see this working very well. On the face, it might be a little bit more troublesome, but I mean, you can get a silicone gel, which I would think would be just as effective. Now, the next thing is this little cream here. It's called Mederma, and this is like the #1 selling scar cream that you can buy. And I have been using this, and I still use it when I remember. The good thing about this, you only need to apply it once a day, and some of the creams you have to apply it more than once. So this one you just use once a day. So you can use this for old scars and for new scars. And for new scars, it's recommended that you use it for 8 weeks. And then for older scars, you need to use it for 3 to 4 months. So you need a longer treatment period. And an interesting thing about the active ingredients, it actually has onion bulb extract, which I thought was really cool. So it has onion bulb extract, and it's also really good for acne scars after surgery, for burns, for cuts, for all kinds of different things. So this might be a nice thing to have on hand in your kitchen, in your bathroom. And then the next one is red light therapy, which I've talked about many times before. Also, it comes up in just about every video because I use it so much. And red light therapy is really great for rejuvenating the skin, for promoting collagen growth, for stimulating fibroblasts. So for scar healing, it's absolutely amazing. Now, with most of these things that I mentioned before, what you would need to do is you would have to have the stitches out, and you would have a little bit of healing before you would start using them. You don't use them on an open wound at all. So with red light therapy, I started using red light therapy about maybe the next day or 2 days right after my surgery. So I was still doing ice on it, but I also started using the red light therapy because it helps to speed up the whole healing process. So it's something that you can start to use pretty much right away. And it also helps with the pain, it helps with the inflammation, with the healing. It's really, really fantastic. I mean, I have my red light therapy on my desk and I use it every single day. It also helps with wrinkles, it helps with hair growth. It's just an amazing thing to have. So it's also beneficial for scars. And then the final thing that I wanted to mention, which I also experienced firsthand, is laser therapy. What they normally use for scars is a CO2 laser. So you have to go to clinic to have this done. And the best thing to do is you need to wait about a month after you've had your surgery. So you need to have your stitches out, which usually happens around a week, 10 days after your surgery. And then you can start using the creams after that. You can be using the red light therapy, but also if you want something quicker, then you can go and have laser done. This is not a cheap treatment. It's also not pain-free, but it's really effective. And especially if you're forming keloids or if you have like a raised scar, it will immediately help to flatten out the scar, which I think was really cool because like especially on the eyelid, to have this thick scar was a little bit uncomfortable. It was difficult to cover up. So what happens with the laser is they put some numbing cream, they leave that on for about 20 to 30 minutes, and then they go over it with the laser, with the CO2 laser, only specifically on the scar. And it's not very painful, but I mean, it's a little bit uncomfortable. It is a laser and it's a strong device, but afterwards it will be red. Once that kind of peels off a week or so later, then like the line of the scar will be a lot flatter and it will be a lot lighter, because scars go through these different phases and different colors. At first it's very red, and then over time it will slowly fade to white, and once it's like white, it's hardly noticeable. So the flatter and the whiter it is, the more it will blend. So a CO2 laser can really help speed this process up. It is recommended that you do 2 to 3 treatments. I've only actually done one, and I really should do another one. But the next time I went back to the clinic, I don't know, I had the birthday coming up or something like that, and I didn't want it to be red all over again. The important thing is to have the first laser treatment 1 month after your surgery, and then the second one you can actually have it months later, and that's absolutely fine. But the first one you need to have pretty soon after surgery, because as I believe, CO2 laser doesn't work for old scars. Like I asked at the clinic about some older scars, like one I have on my leg from the time I was 8 years old, and they said no, it wouldn't be effective. So you want to have your first treatment about a month after, and then the next one you might need 2 or 3, or maybe you only need 1. I mean, if I didn't have another one, it's probably fine, and probably after a year passes, it won't be noticeable at all. But just in case, I would like to go and do another one. Now also, when you're taking care of your scars, guys, even though I'm not a fan of using sunscreen at all, which if you watch my previous videos or if you read my book, I'm not a fan of sunscreen. But when you do have scars, you have to protect them from the sun. You have to be careful. They can turn brown, it'll slow down the healing, so be careful with the scars. Use a natural sunscreen, use a hat depending on where your scar is, keep it covered up. I think this one actually has some SPF in it, so make sure you keep it protected. Try these different methods for your scar to help it heal quicker. Obviously, if you don't do anything, your body has a natural healing ability, so it will eventually fade and it will flatten out. But this is just about speeding up that process so that you heal more quickly. So I'm sure you guys probably have scars and have probably tried different things that might have worked for you. If you have, please let me know below, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And if you enjoyed this video, would like to see more from me, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's really important in helping to get this information out to you guys. And also please check out my new book in the link below. Thanks for watching.